Hello guys, hope you all are doing good. In my last video, I shared the important guidelines that you should know before coming to Uzbekistan. And in this video of Uzbekistan series, I will be sharing best things to do in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Tashkent will be very likely the first city you will arrive in when you travel to Uzbekistan. Tashkent city can be seen as an introduction to the stunning Islamic architecture, probably the reason why you are going to travel to Uzbekistan, as it has some beautiful historical sites. It is also a very modern city with many parks and fountains, beautiful statues, nice cafes and great restaurants. Tashkent is the economic and cultural center of Uzbekistan and one of the wealthiest cities in Central Asia. It's very easy and cheap to get around Tashkent by metro. It only costs 20 cents. There are metro stations near all the must-see places to visit in Tashkent. And one of the top things to do in Tashkent is riding its metro, as the city has some of the most beautiful metro stations in the world. Another way to get around Tashkent is by taxi. Install the Yandex Taxi app on your phone to easily order a taxi and see the rate in advance. This saves you the hassle of bargaining or the risk of paying triple the standard rate. Let's see what are the places you should visit while traveling to Tashkent. Hazrat Imam Complex. Here see the world's oldest Quran. The Hazrat Imam Complex, also known as the Hast Imam Ensemble or Khast Imam, is the religious heart of Tashkent. It is the perfect place to start your Tashkent sightseeing trip. While you walk around the complex, you will see some beautiful architecture monuments such as the Barak Khan Madarsa, the Tila Sheikh Mosque and the mausoleum of Saint Abu Bakr Kafar Shashi. They are a nice introduction to the impressive Islamic architecture that you will find in other Uzbek cities like Bukhara. You can freely enter the courtyard of the Barak Khan Madarsa. Hazrat Imam is also home to the Mui Mubarak Library, a library with Oriental manuscripts, and the Uthman Quran, which is claimed to be the world's oldest Quran. Shop at Chorsu Bazaar. The Chorsu Bazaar is Uzbekistan's largest market where locals can buy anything from raw food products, fresh fruits and veggies, honey and spices, to clothing, jewelry, beauty products and more. You can find everything here. The central part of the bazaar is covered by an impressive blue dome, but you will also find many outdoor food, textile and household stalls in the surrounding streets and alleys. It seems like this market just goes on forever. Even if you don't want to buy anything, the Chorsu Bazaar is an ideal place to do some people watching and observe the cultural blend Tashkent is famous for. Kukeldash Madarsa and the Zuma Mosque. The Kukeldash Madarsa is the largest madarsa and one of the most famous historical places in Tashkent. While Kukeldash is not as impressive as the three madrasas surrounding Registan Square in Samarkand, the building still is a beautiful example of Islamic architecture and worth a quick visit. Kukeldash was originally an educational institution, but over the centuries the building has been used as a caravan for merchants, a fortress of the Koken rulers, and even as a place of execution. The madarsa survived several earthquakes and has repeatedly been repaired and restored. Today, Kukeldash functions again as a spiritual institution. Minor Mosque. Minor Mosque is a striking new mosque in Tashkent. It was built in 2014 on the banks of Angkor Canal. Locals call it the Snow Mosque because it is completely made of white marble. It is particularly beautiful when the sun rays hit its wall, making the mosque sparkle and shine. Tashkent TV Tower. The Tashkent Tower is at its 375 meters, the 11th tallest tower in the world. You can take the elevator to the 6th floor and enjoy the panoramic view over the city from the observation deck. There is also a restaurant on the 8th floor where you can have a drink or enjoy a meal at a reasonable price. The Tashkent Tower is open daily from 10 am until 8 pm. It could be a nice spot to return in the evening and see how the sun sets over the city's skyline. Visit the memorial to the victims of repression and the surrounding park. We really enjoyed spending some time near the memorial to the victims of repression and the park surrounding it. The memorial itself is a large gazebo-shaped structure with a blue dome. The Museum of the Victims of Political Repression is also a beautiful building, but the story behind it is a bit sad. The museum is dedicated to the people who fought for the independence of Uzbekistan during the Soviet Union time and who were killed by the government. Inside, you can find photographs, documents, and personal belongings of those killed. Number 7. Have lunch at Besh, the Central Asian Pilau Center. Pilau is the most famous Central Asian dish. This traditional Uzbek dish consists of rice, fried with raisins, carrots and spices with meat on top of it. It is usually cooked in lamb fat and served with pieces of lamb meat. You can find this dish anywhere in Uzbekistan and Central Asia, but Besh Qozon claims to have the best pilau of the whole region. What is really cool about this pilau center is that you can see how the pilau is made in huge pots that can serve hundreds of people. Ride the metro. Another top thing to do in Tashkent is to ride its metro. It is a perfect activity to do in the early afternoon during the summer when it is scorching hot outside, as the metro has air conditioning. Tashkent has some of the most beautiful metro stations in the world. Visiting Tashkent subway was one of the most memorable highlights of our time in the city. Almost every metro station in Tashkent is fascinating. They all have their own unique architectural features and artistic elements. Visit the Book Bazaar. If you love books and old magazines, you might enjoy this small book bazaar. The Book Bazaar has little book stalls lined up along a pedestrian street in a nice green park. Most books are only in Russian, but it is quite fun to leaf through the books and find some old English books as well. At one side of the bookstalls, you will find some souvenir stalls and people selling antique items. On the other side of the book bazaar, you will pass some ice cream shops and little dining places selling Uzbek and Western food. State Museum of History. If you want to learn a bit more about Uzbekistan history, then the State Museum of History of Uzbekistan is the place to be. This museum has two floors with a range of exhibits showing the history of Uzbekistan over the past 2500 years. Independence Square. Independence Square, also known as Memorial Square, is a popular gathering place for the residents of Tashkent. It is located right in the center of Tashkent. Independence Square has some of the most beautiful fountains of the city and a number of significant monuments. Amir Temur Square. Amir Temur, also known as Tamerlane, is Uzbekistan's national hero and the most famous Central Asian conqueror. You will hear his name very often in Uzbekistan, especially in Samarkand, as this city was the center of his Timurid Empire. Amir Temur Square is a little park and ideal for an afternoon stroll or to take a break from all your sightseeing in Tashkent. The highlight of the square is the 7-meter high statue of Amir Temur on his horse, which is a popular spot for the locals to take photos and selfies. Enjoy the evening on Broadway Boulevard at Selcock Street. Selcock Street is a pedestrian street that unites the two most important squares of Tashkent, that is Amir Temur Square and Independence Square. This street is a very popular place for the locals to enjoy time with their friends and families. You can find all kinds of food, souvenir and art stalls on this boulevard, along with street artists and carnival games for kids. It is particularly nice to walk there during the early evening when Broadway Boulevard is illuminated by all kinds of lights. Visit the Tashkent Zoo in Uzbekistan to see more than 3,000 animals from all over the world. It's a fun place in the city of Tashkent where you can see different animals like lions, elephant, bear, kangaroo. Come explore and learn about animals and have a great time seeing new and exciting creatures. Magic City. Come, see Magic City in Tashkent, a super fun place with lots of rides and games for everyone. It's a place where you can have a lot of fun, laugh and make great memories with friends and family. Let's go on an adventure together in Tashkent's own Magic City, where every visit is full of fun and surprises.
Yok, gapim rost. Anna, senga yordam zarur. Ha, ketdik.
Ketdik
Do'stlarimni oldiga.
do'stlarim dedingmi? Aytmoqchi, men ham yaxshi do'st bo'la olaman.
Ha, seni qo'rqitish niyatim yo'q-ku, ammo ular biroz qo'polroq.
Qo'polroq?
Ovozlari ham yo'g'on.
Yo'g'on? Ha.
Og'ayni, seni sog'inib ketdim.
Discover the peaceful Japanese garden in Tashkent, a beautiful spot that feels like a little piece of Japan right here in the city. It's full of lovely flowers, traditional Japanese design, and quiet paths where you can walk and relax. This garden is a great place to take a break, enjoy nature, and see some pretty cool plants and water features. So come along and enjoy a calm and beautiful day in Tashkent Japanese Garden. Visit the cool icecity in Tashkent, a winter wonderland where you can skate, play and have lots of fun in the snow and ice. It's a perfect place to chill and enjoy with family and friends, especially if you love winter activities. Don't forget to bundle up in your warm clothes because it's going to be a frosty but fantastic experience. Let's slide into the icy magic of Tashkent icecity together. After a long tiring day, you all must be looking for good food. Here I am sharing with you some of the best restaurants that we visited. Besh Qozon. The ambience of this place is fantastic. When you will walk in, you will see men stirring the rice in a giant pot. It is mainly locals who eat there. This is great because the best way to capture the spirit of Tashkent is to eat where the locals do. Next, we visited National Food. National Food is one of the Tashkent best restaurants. You will get a wonderful culinary experience of Uzbekistan's cuisine. National Food is located at walking distance from Gafur Gulam metro station. Check out Nomdor restaurant in Tashkent for some yummy Uzbek food. It's a warm and friendly place where you can try tasty dishes like kebab and pilau. One tip from our experience, always try food where locals eat and eat what they eat. That's the end of our video. Thanks for watching and coming along. If you liked it, hit the like button, share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe for more fun trips.